USA 911, what is your emergency?
Every day, emergency services call handlers expertly deal with those in desperate situations.
When we pick up 911, you never know what type of call you'll answer.
Taking calls from terrified victims.
It is not a joke. I'm gonna die. I'm gonna bleed to death, I'm afraid.
No, you're not, sir.
To listening to cold-blooded killers.
My friend and I got into an altercation. I am the only one who came out alive.
Are you telling me you've killed somebody?
These are the stories behind the emergency call.
I can honestly say I could never have been trained enough for that call that I took.
With never-before-seen footage, we explore the real story behind the most shocking emergency calls.
My son fell in with the gorilla. He's dragging my son. I can't watch this.
Cincinnati 911. What is the address?
I'm at the 511 downtown Fifth Third Bank Center.
Fifth Third Bank Center? What's going on, man?
Get down. There's shots fired. I believe I just walked outside. Everybody ran out of the
How
building.
many shots fired, man?
At least 5.
Are you inside the building?
No, I ran.
Okay,
Coming up the stairs from the basement, I just heard.
An active shooter situation.
I don't know where the shooter is.
Okay, are you safe? Is everyone safe where you are?
No.
I'm Whitney Austin. I am married to Waller Austin, and we've been married almost 13 years. And I'm a mother of 2 little children. I have a 7-year-old little boy and a 5-year-old little girl. I am a digital lending product manager, and I work for Fifth Third Bank. I have been working on a major project for the bank, and it's easier to be a leader on a major project when you are physically present, so I made the decision to just go up on a regular basis. I go up every week. A month or so ago, I had made the decision to switch going up on Wednesdays to going up on Thursdays.
Hello?
Hello, this is Cincinnati Police. We received a 911 hang up from this number.
Yeah. I'm down on Fountain Square, and a lot of people are running around saying there's a shooter.
It was just a regular Thursday morning. I'm headed up to Cincinnati. I ended up leaving the house a little bit later than usual because I got caught up in morning routine activities with my kids. And so as I was walking out the door, they both begged me for a second kiss, and I stopped and I gave them that second kiss. And then I was on my way up to Cincinnati. I usually scheduled conference calls while I was in the car so I could optimize my workday, so I was only thinking about the conference call that I was on. And when you pull into Fountain Square, the garage, you go underground and you lose connectivity. So I was in a rush to get above ground.
Hello?
Hi, this is Cincinnati Police. We received a 911 call from this number. Is everything okay?
I had 2 people that they had been shot.
Okay, so you have 2 people that have been shot. Where are they at?
They are in the basement.
At 7 minutes past 9, emergency services switchboards light up as they start to receive multiple calls from the public about an active shooter in downtown Cincinnati.
Get down.
What's going on, man?
Get down. There's shots fired. I believe I just walked outside. Everybody ran out of the
How
building.
many shots fired, man?
At least 5 inside the building.
Unaware of what was happening, Whitney Austin emerged from the underground car park and began to walk through Fountain Square towards the building.
I was very focused on that conference call. I had the phone to my ear as I walked into Fountain Square and not paying any attention to what was around me. I come to Fifth Third, the revolving door that I always enter. and then I just pushed into the revolving door. And I didn't get very far because as soon as I pushed,
They're still 511 Walnut Street. They are still shooting.
511 Walnut. Any units responding to your acknowledgement?
120, I'm responding. We have an active shooter still inside the building. Have they left the building? Any information?
1791, Fifth Third Building, is what I'm being told.
I don't really know what's going on. I don't know if there's like a shooter in the building or something. We saw someone that looked like they had a gun and like we're hearing what sounded kind of like gunshots.
No suspect yet. Got shots fired.
Copy. More shots fired in the building. All units respond to 5th Street.
75, I'm going to be responding on the Walnut Street front.
More shots are being fired.
More shots being fired?
Yeah.
Okay, is it from inside, ma'am?
I believe they're inside.
Okay.
We hear the sirens coming.
I'll be there, ma'am.
But they're still, oh my God, they're still shooting.
Yeah, I understand they're still shooting.
When we knew there was a shooting on Fountain Square in the heart of our town, it was too much to believe to be true. I knew so many people in that tower, and I'm getting text messages from friends saying, my brother is in this tower. This is terrible, it's terrifying. And I couldn't believe that this happened.
38 Fountain Square, and what's going on there, sir?
I heard gunshots in the lobby. I heard one of the security guards yelling at one of his co-workers about the shooter.
Gunshots in the lobby? Okay, how many gunshots did you hear in the lobby?
5 or 6.
Okay.
The calls that came in, they were terrifying.
Hello, it's 911. 911, hello. Hello.
I really quickly knew that I had been shot. I thought, really, are you kidding me? This is happening to me. This is the way I'm going to die. I was shot 12 times. I started to cough up blood. I was contorted at the bottom of that revolving door because as soon as I was hit, I just collapsed. And I collapsed looking outward. And I sort of spanned Fountain Square. I couldn't find anybody there to save me. And then I thought, right, this isn't good. I don't want to die without saying goodbye to my family. So I want to pick up the phone and I want to say goodbye. And as I moved my left hand to try and pick up my phone.
Got shots fired.
Copy. More shots fired.
That's when I was hit by more bullets. He wasn't shooting at me a second time, he was shooting at someone else. That person was in close proximity to me, so then I was hit a second time with more bullets. But in my head, I rationalized he shot at me again because he saw me move, so I need to play dead.
You saw the person walk in with the gun?
Yes.
Give me a description of the person with gun.
White, about 5'10", stocky, and he was carrying a black over-the-shoulder satchel, case, whatever.
No wireless glasses. Do you have a clothing description?
Apparently there's a guy down. Got shot.
Now showing fire.
Fired on the Fountain Square side of the building.
Fountain Square side of the building?
Yes.
Okay.
I heard 3 shots fired.
What's going on, Mr. How you doing?
I see officers now. 4 officers are going in now.
4 police going in?
Yeah, they're going in now.
Where's he at? Right. Where's he at?
Any description of the suspect yet?
No wireless glasses, no further at this time.
2 more officers going in to cover the other side of the building.
Okay.
1991, no suspect yet. Got shots fired, got shots fired.
4 shots fired in the building. Coming out the front.
1791, suspect down inside the building.
Copy. Suspect down inside the building.
From the first 911 call until he was neutralized was less than 4.5 minutes.
I got him covered. I'm with you. I'm with you. I'm with you. I'm with you.
100. Do we have shots fired by police?
Any shots fired by police? Correct. Shots fired by police.
Have the gun secured.
Copy. Gun is secure.
32. Apparently, we got some victims on the loading dock of the Fifth Third building.
Copy. Victims on the loading dock of Fifth Third building. Copy. I have 1 at Fifth and Walnut. Where's the other victim?
After the last shot was fired, emergency services could get in to assess the damage.
Victims inside the Fifth Third building.
Copy. Victims also inside.
34. There's 2 victims inside the bank. 6100. Hold the channel. I've got 3 down at least inside the lobby of Fifth Third. It's secure. Get fire in here now.
Well, there were 5 individuals shot inside the building. Each of the victims was in the lobby or approaching the lobby of that building.
I need fire in front of a grader. I have 1 female victim here. I'm attempting to supply a tourniquet now.
I copy. Victim at graders.
We were on the air for about 9+ hours in a row. We tried to get as much information to people as we possibly could. There was one woman who was shot multiple times, so many times. We had no idea how she could survive that. Blood pooling all around her. It was likely she was dead.
Whitney laid badly injured. She was losing hope that she would survive. As police surrounded the building, one officer's presence gave her a sense of hope that she might just make it out alive.
I saw Officer Al Staples in the corner of my left eye, over closer to the ice cream parlor that's attached to the building. And the moment I saw him is when everything in my brain shifted. You know, I was stuck on the bottom of that revolving door. I was coughing up blood. I saw no one to save me. I had been shot multiple times. At that point in time, I thought it was over. I was in a very bad place mentally. And then as soon as I saw Al, I knew, okay, there's my way out. I'm gonna get out of this situation. I communicated with him nonstop. I kept shouting at him. I've got a 5- and a 7-year-old. You need to save me. You need to get me out of this situation. And I now know that he couldn't come over immediately and save me because it is more important to ensure that the shooter can't do any more damage before you take care of the victims. What he did do in that moment was give me that signal, that light of hope, that I was going to get out of the situation.
1791, suspect down inside the building.
Immediately, Al ran up and scooped me up out of that revolving door. I walked out of the revolving door because miraculously, from my belly button down, I didn't have any gunshot wounds other than one grazed my left foot. So I walked out with his assistance, and then he led me over to the flagpole on Fountain Square. I was approached by the EMS, and they began to, take my clothes off and identify all of the holes in my body with tape, and then applied tourniquets. so they could do as much as possible to stabilize me, to move me into the ambulance.
This friendly city was shocked at the events of that Thursday morning and wondered who could have committed such a horrific act on their streets.
You saw the person walk in with the gun?
Yes.
Give me a description of the person with gun.
White, about 5'10", stocky, and he was carrying a black over-the-shoulder satchel, case, whatever.
Born in Puerto Rico, 29-year-old Omar Santa Perez struggled with his mental health. His family had stepped in many times in a bid to try and help him. As the years went on, his paranoia escalated. He even took 2 global media companies to court to sue them for defamation.
He was an average-sized gentleman dressed in business attire. He was armed with a handgun.
The shooter was a loner. That's what we could tell. We went immediately to his last place of residence where people just, it's sort of this thing. You hear it over and over in the news industry. Whenever there's someone who decides to go on a rampage or shooting, you hear these same kind of words again. He kept to himself, kind of an odd person, didn't know much about him, saw him come and go, seemed okay.
We did look to see why he did what he did. So he has spent time here in Cincinnati. I believe he had some history in Florida. What we know is he was in a restaurant attached to the building. He was parked about 5-6 blocks up the street. His movement in between, we don't know specifically what he was doing or where he went.
I couldn't imagine what was going through this man's head and why in the world he would target the Fifth Third Center or Cincinnati in any way, shape, or form. But right behind there is the federal building. And he had had some cases that were dismissed that he had filed in federal court a few weeks or months before this had occurred. And so there was some thinking that maybe he was really heading for the federal building, realized, I'm not gonna get in there. Turned around, and that's where the Fifth Third Center and Fountain Square is. And decided, well, I'll just go in here.
During the near 4.5-minute ordeal, Perez had shot and wounded 45-year-old Brian Sava and Whitney Austin. He'd also taken the lives of 25-year-old Pruve Kandepi, 64-year-old Richard Newcomer, and 48-year-old Luis Felipe Calderon.
Most of the victims were not from Cincinnati. They were in town doing business. One's from Louisville, one from California, and then one guy who didn't even work for Fifth Third, who happened to just be working on the building at the time.
No one will ever know why Omar Santa Perez decided to open fire on the streets of Cincinnati on that day.
Oh my God! That's still shooting! That's still shooting!
He had no known links to any terrorist organizations. He single-handedly planned the assault and had legally purchased a 9mm semi-automatic handgun on August the 2nd, the day after his 29th birthday. Omar Santa Perez had fired 35 rounds before his gun jammed and was carrying more than 200 rounds in his briefcase.
It could have been much worse. It was already horrific enough. 3 deceased victims, 2 injured by gunshot. It would have been even more horrific if he had more time to encounter more victims.
Shots fired, got shots fired.
4 shots fired in the building.
If I start thinking about The kind of chaos and death and destruction that man could have done in our city, he did plenty. But what he could have done with hundreds of rounds of ammunition, that's terrifying. It's terrifying to think. And it's gratifying to know that our police department, our 911 operators made sure that did not happen in our town.
Suspect there, inside the building, right here. Right there. Suspect, got it.
I was in the hospital almost a week with right after the shooting. I had a broken humerus, a broken radial head, and a broken ulna. My right arm was met with several bullets, and not all of them were in and out wounds. Some of them were graze wounds, and there were some graze wounds that they don't even count in the 12. They did an almost 7-hour surgery to piece everything back together.
When we heard that she had survived, we were all amazed. How wonderful that she would survive, and she is so tough and strong, and what a great role model for so many people, because she admits, like, hey, this was terrifying, but I'm okay, and I'm going to be okay.
I plan to go back to work. Really, that is contingent upon me getting this right arm working to a point of feeling comfortable, you know, to sit at a desk and do what I typically do, which is a lot of typing. I say thousands of things that went right to lead to where I am today, to the fact that none of the bullets grazed a major or hit a major artery or organ, to the fact that I was visually shielded from all of it, looking out onto Fountain Square, to the doctors and nurses that I had surrounding me. I mean, the list goes on and on of all the things that were really miraculous for me.
Do you need police, fire, or medical?
I need help in my house.
Okay, stay on the line. We'll transfer you over to medical, okay?
What?
Stay on the line. We'll transfer you over to medical.
Okay. I am on 911.
Okay, tell me exactly what happened.
Came in screaming. There's a lot of serious bleeding. She said a bear attack.
Terry Frana, her husband, and her 3 kids live in a lovely suburban Orlando community. But many of the communities have been built in areas that are very, very close to large wildlife areas. Terry's neighborhood in Lake Mary butted up to not 1, but 3 different state parks and wildlife areas. And these are areas where there are a lot of different wild animals, and that includes black bears, which is a native animal to Florida, which most people don't know.
Okay, tell me exactly what happened.
Came in screaming. She said a bear attack.
Okay. Are you with her right now?
Yes.
Okay, stay on the phone with me. We're gonna have them on the way.
Okay.
It was about 7:45 in the evening, around dinner time. Terry's 2 younger children asked her if they could go play outside down the street and play with their friends. She was a little bit concerned. It was dusk, it was April, and she was worried about the time of day and it turning from light to dark, and so she was kind of hesitant, but said, you know, go ahead. She went out the door, kind of around the side of her house, and she saw the backs of 2 bears eating trash on the side of her house, and she saw 3 of them eating garbage out of her garage. And she thought, I better go tell my kids it's time to come home because I don't want them out. She started walking back towards her home when she says she was just taken to the ground. She starts running back towards the house, bleeding. She eventually makes it into her home. She collapses with this bear running behind her.
Terry was found by her eldest son, Drew, who immediately called 911.
911, do you need police, fire, or medical?
I need help in my house. A bear attack.
Hearing the commotion, her husband Frank ran to make sure all the children were safely inside the house, and then took over the 911 call from his son.
I got it. Is she awake?
ASAP.
Is she awake?
She's awake.
Is she breathing?
She's breathing. She's just traumatized. She's breathing and she's bleeding hard.
Okay. How long ago did this happen?
5 minutes ago.
Okay.
You have an ambulance dispatch?
Sir, yes. We
Okay.
already have them on the way. I have a couple of questions for
Okay.
you, okay?
All right. Go ahead.
Where is the animal?
They're off in the woods. They were in
Okay,
the garage. There was 3 of them.
All right. Is there any serious bleeding?
There's a lot of serious bleeding, yes.
Okay. Is she completely alert?
She's calmed down. She's alert, yes. Yes.
What part of the body was bit?
It looks like the face.
Her face?
Yep.
Okay. All right. We have them on the way emergency, okay? Now what I need you to do is get a clean, dry cloth.
Okay.
All right. Go ahead and apply firm, even pressure to the wounds, okay?
Okay. All right.
I need you to keep her inside.
Okay.
And make sure that you don't go back outside and don't mess with the animal if it comes back, okay?
All right.
All right, if anything changes, call us back on 911.
Okay.
We're on the way.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
That bear came charging at me and bit the side of my leg and started dragging me.
Bear actually had my wife's head in its mouth and started to drag her towards the woods.
Those teeth were just digging into my skull.
Terry looked like she had been through hell and back, and she had been. I remember this big mark down her face.
30 staples in her head, 10 stitches in her head, and several lacerations all over her body, claw marks on the back, but she's fine.
The Florida black bear have their habitat increasingly infringed upon by human habitation. And those humans, when they enter into that habitat, they come into contact with bears who are looking for food. And unfortunately, they find not only their natural food sources, but they also find garbage. And this was a problem in that neighborhood.
Florida black bears generally keep to the woods, but at the time of Terry's attack, they were desperate to eat as much as they could.
The bears were in this constant voracious state of eating. So they're searching food, they're going into their historic ranges. So they go into the neighborhood. If you leave the garage door open, they're going in there, especially if they smell food. And if a mother bear is with her cubs and then something like a person enters that situation, the mother is very empathetic. She's very protective over her cubs, and she will destroy any threat to those cubs.
Using bear DNA found in Terry's wounds, officials were able to track down the bears responsible for the attack and euthanize them to protect the public from further attacks. Terry Frana does not blame the bears for the attack. She understands they were protecting their family.
These are wild animals, and we need to respect them. They have no place to go. She was protecting her cub. I know, because I would do the same.
Pathway 911, what is your emergency?
Burglars breaking into a house next door.
What's the address there, sir?
Not my address, but next door, okay?
Yes, sir.
Timberline Drive. I've got a shotgun. Do you want me to stop them?
Nope, don't do that.
Well, they're breaking in right now. They're in their house. This is scary. I can't believe this would happen in this neighborhood.
What's your last name, sir?
Horn, Joe Horn, H-O-R-N. But hurry up, man. Catch these guys, will you? Because I ain't going to let them go. I'm going to be honest with you. I'm not going to let them go. I'm not going to let them get away with this shit.
I had recently moved back in with my daughter. I had lived in an apartment and I didn't like it. And I was trying to figure out what I wanted to do with my life. And my daughter said, well, come live with us. You know, you're retired now, you know, and it's a really nice feeling inside that your kid and even your son-in-law would like to have you around.
Now, if you're standing in front of my house, okay, looking at it from the street, it'll be the left-hand house. You got that?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Stay on the phone with me till we get someone right over there, okay? Don't hang up.
I'm not hanging up, but I'm telling you right now, I don't like this kind of stuff, man. This is ridiculous.
In Texas, we're very community-minded. Your neighbors are not just part of your community, it's like part of your life. So we look out for one another. This is what we do. This is what we're all about.
In this tight-knit community, Joe was close to the family next door. Their kids even called him Grandpa. The family ran a successful local business, which made them reasonably well off, and a target for burglars keen to get their hands on the high-value jewelry and cash they kept in their house.
It was a pretty normal day for me. Bright, sunshiny day, absolutely bright. Everybody was gone. Everybody was working, all the kids were in school. I was there alone, totally alone. And I had went to my computer to put some stuff down, and I heard a noise. And I thought it was a cat. But then I heard another noise, and it sounded like glass breaking. So I got up, and I went to the window, and I saw a man by a window at my next door neighbor's house. As I was watching him, he broke the window. I looked to the left, and there was another guy there, and he was giving this guy hand signals. And my God, it occurred to me that they were breaking into this house. I immediately went to my truck and grabbed my shotgun that I had in my truck and immediately went back upstairs to call 911.
I don't know if they're armed or not. I know they got a crowbar because that's what they broke in the windows with.
Which window did they go through?
The side, on the side where the gate is, I mean, you know, where the fence is, because nobody can see them. That would be the right-hand side, looking from the front. Man, this is scary. I can't believe this happened in this neighborhood.
I became a 911 dispatcher back in 1986 with the local police agency here in Pasadena. When we pick up 911, you never know what type of call you'll answer. An emergency comes in many forms. When Joe Horn called, I could tell he was one of those neighbors you'd like to live next to. He's going to take action, he's watching out for you. He sees a crime, he reports the crime, and he wants something done. Those are the kind of people you want living around you.
I've got a shotgun. Do you want me to stop them?
Nope, don't do that. Ain't no property worth shooting somebody over, okay?
Inside the house, the guy's got a shotgun. If we don't get there, he's gonna go shoot their ass.
Mr. Horn, when he called, was very frustrated with the situation, and he wanted something done right then and right there. I think he was intent on handling the situation himself. It was going south fast.
Can you see anything at all? Can you see the front of the house?
I can't see the front. I can go out the front, but if I go out the front, I'm bringing my shotgun with me, I swear to God. I am not going to let him get away with it. I can't take a chance on getting killed over this, okay?
No.
I'm going to shoot. I'm going to shoot.
I wanted to do something.
Stay inside the house and don't go out there, okay? I know you're pissed off and I know what you're feeling, but it's not worth shooting someone over this, okay?
Really, at the time they were in the house, the only thing I was thinking about whether the little girl or the lady was home.
I don't want to, but I mean, if I go out there, you know, to see what the hell's going on, I mean, what choice am I going to have?
No, I don't want you to go out there. I asked if you could see anything out there.
When he started to say he's not going to let them get away with this, my mind was immediately thinking that he is serious. He's going to take some kind of action, and there's not a lot I can do about it over a phone.
Gun officers coming out there. I don't want you to go outside that house.
My name is Carl Williams, and I'm a police officer with the City of Pasadena Police Department. And when that day in particular, I was assigned to the narcotics division. I was a plainclothes narcotics detective. It wasn't something that I would routinely respond to. I was fairly close, and it sounded like it was a true emergency call that something was going to happen. Somebody needed to get there pretty quick.
Mr. Horn?
Yes?
I want you to listen to me carefully, okay?
Yes?
Gun officers coming out there. I don't want you to go outside that house. And I don't want you to have that gun in your hand when those officers are poking around over there.
When these guys came back out the window and they had a bag full of, I guess, stolen merchandise, man, something snapped.
Okay, he's coming out the window right now. I gotta go, buddy. I'm sorry, but he's coming out the window.
Don't go out the door. Mr. Horn?
You just can't imagine what that's like, seeing somebody coming out like that. It's a shock. I was really frustrated with myself because I didn't know what to do. I wanted to do something.
I'm doing it.
Mr. Horn, do not
I'm
go
sorry.
outside the house.
This ain't right, buddy.
You're going to get yourself shot if you go outside that house with a gun.
You want to make a
what
bet?
You think. Okay, stay in the house.
They weren't getting away.
That's all right. Property's not worth killing someone over. Okay?
God damn it.
Don't go out the house. Don't be shooting nobody. I know you're pissed and you're frustrated, but don't do it.
En route to the call, the dispatcher was given updates on the radio of what was going on, that there was the potential that a neighbor was going to go out and confront the burglary suspects with a firearm.
When they started coming out, then it's dawning on me, they may not get here in time. Hurry up. We gotta go now. I mean, they're coming out. They're going to get away. We're gonna let them get away.
I think Mr. Horn got very agitated and wanted to take action, despite what I was trying to help him understand, and that he didn't see officers as fast as he wanted to see them doing something about it.
I don't want you going outside, Mr. Horn.
Well, here it goes, buddy. You hear the shotgun clicking, and I'm going.
Don't go outside.
He sounded like a very common sense guy, but he wasn't listening to directions, so common sense was out the window, and he wanted something to get done, and he was going to take that action to see that it happened.
Well, here it goes, buddy.
No, there was nobody going to keep me inside at that point. I knew good and well I had a sound plan. I had a shotgun in my left hand, the cell phone in my right hand. So I had to put the cell phone, which was good. I left the cell phone on so I could tell the dispatcher. So I went out and looked around to the corner. I had the cell phone right here. I could tell them what direction they're going, what the car looked like, or so on and so forth.
When I first got in the area, almost immediately when I'm slowing down and realize I'm in front of his house, the two gentlemen that broke into the house emerged from the backyard.
I step off the porch. I turned to the left, and out of the corner of my eye, I saw movement. And I turned around, and these two guys jump out from the bushes by the side of my house and immediately turned to the right. Both of them were looking right at me.
At that point, I knew things were pretty serious, that something was fixing to happen.
And both of them at the same time turned their heads and looked at one another. That's when I knew they were going to shoot me. All of a sudden, the guy on the left, the smaller guy, make a lunge movement.
No, you're dead. Get the law over here quick. One of them's in the front yard over there. He's down. The other one's run down the street. I had no choice. They came in the front yard with me, man.
Well, I'd hope that he was shooting as a warning, not directly at the suspects to kill them.
It went from him pointing the gun to just a few seconds later, he was, they were running and he was discharging the firearm at them.
Get somebody over here quick, man.
The one subject ran across the street away from Mr. Horn's house.
I had no choice. They came in the front yard with me, man. I had no choice.
The second male, who actually had the bag stuck up under his arm, made a slight turn and collapsed on the ground also.
Did you shoot somebody, Mr. Horn?
Yes, I did. The
Where
cops
are you
here
right now?
I'm inside the house.
Do not shoot anybody else. Do you understand me?
No.
Lay down on the ground, Mr. Horn. Do what the officers tell you to do right now.
I can't see anything at this point. All I'm doing, I'm in the grass. Exactly what he said to do, I did. But I can hear things. And I could hear some people talking.
Where's the gun? In the house. Where? In the chair.
But at this point, I still don't know what's going on. Then all of a sudden, somebody, it might have been a police officer, came up and said, "What happened? What happened?" And somebody said, there was 2 burglars, and this man has just killed both of them. At that point, it dawned on me what I really did.
I knew it took a tragic turn. I was in shock, really. I mean, that what had transpired, and I was actually there watching it. I went immediately to the closest one that was down to check on him to see if there was anything that I could do for him, and actually witnessed the man take his last breath. He died, and, I watched the man die.
The burglars were identified as 48-year-old Hernando Torres, who was also known as Miguel Antonio de Jesus, and 30-year-old Diego Ortez. The 2 men were well known to local law enforcement.
They were part of a Black Colombian burglary ring that's all they did. They went out and burglarized homes, and that's how they made their living. But they were part of a criminal gang working in the Houston and Pasadena, Texas area.
Under Texas law, homeowners can use deadly force to prevent a burglary or to stop someone running away with anything stolen during that burglary, even if it is from their neighbor's home.
There is a law in Texas that you have the right to defend your property and a neighbor's property, and with any force and including deadly force.
I thought it was well thought out. I mean, very quick, but I thought it was pretty good. The only mistake I made was thinking that it was all over.
Mr. Horn wasn't arrested at the scene. The case was presented to Harris County grand jury, and it would be up to them if any charges would be filed or he would be indicted. And they reviewed the facts and decided that there was no indictment, that he acted within the law.
So in retrospect, I don't know if I could possibly do anything any different, because there are no do-overs in life, okay? There are not. But I know in my mind, I know for a fact, I was not going to shoot anybody. When I stepped out with that shotgun, I knew I wasn't going to shoot anybody. It all changed in less than a heartbeat.